Hi, I'm Caroline Carr. I'm from Chicago and I'm a rising junior at the University of Michigan, majoring in sociology and political science, and I work in fundraising at IssueVoter.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I am a rising junior at the University of Virginia, where I study global development and economics, and I'm also a fundraising intern at IssueVoter. So today we're talking about the Preventing Tragedies Between Police and Communities Act. So the question for this bill was, should states receiving JAG grants require their officers to participate in de-escalating training? And you might be wondering, what are JAG grants? And so the JAG grants are the Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistant Grant Program. And they were created after this police officer was tragically killed. And they provide governments with funding for a lot of different areas, just different programs that could help out the police department, such as law enforcement, prosecution, public defense, the court systems, education programs for crime prevention and drug enforcement, technology and evaluation for the police department itself, victim and witness initiatives, mental health programs, crisis intervention teams, and behavioral programs. So the status of this bill, it's still awaiting vote, and the sponsor is Representative Gwen Moore of Wisconsin District 4. She's a Democrat. And the requirements of this bill would be that each local and state government that's receiving JAG grants must train their officers on de-escalation tactics. It focuses on promoting communication, negotiation, and non-lethal methods of force as a source of conflict resolution instead of using excessive force. And it also is supposed to help highlight and recognize individuals with substance abuse or mental health issues in those conflict times. And failure to comply with these de-escalation tactic trainings would be a 15 to 20% reduction in grant allocations for the JAG grants for that department.
Okay, in terms of opinions on this legislation, opponents say that it just requires so much buy-in in an institution that is kind of culturally set already, and it will be hard for any kind of legislation to provide the fix that would really reach the core of the police function and the way police have been operating for so long. So essentially, what they're saying here is that the efficacy of this type of legislation has not been systematically tested, and there's no guarantee that this training will translate into the field and really be effective. And additionally, some say that this program and legislation might only work to make good cops better and not necessarily reach everyone within the police force, particularly those considered to be bad cops. But on the other hand, proponents say that the bill would give local law enforcement officials the valuable tools and training they need to safely and effectively patrol our streets, with a strong emphasis on preserving life. This was basically detailed in a press release by the sponsor of the bill, Congressman Moore, who emphasized that at the core, the bill is about accountability and transparency and will save lives of both community members as well as law enforcement. And although critics did note that the research for the training is not fully fleshed out, proponents such as Representative Moore argue that the solution can't wait for the evidence, and there needs to be action now. And the theory that de-escalation training makes good cops better and doesn't help bad cops is exactly why the training cannot stand alone. So we're hoping that this legislation is only the foundation to further action in terms of addressing police brutality.
So let us know what you think, and let your representatives know what you think by going to issuevoter.org and choosing to either support or oppose the bill and sending your opinion to your rep.